baccalaureate examination. Remember, all these documents I'm listing to you, you have to legalize them and authenticate them. 1. If you are from Nigeria, take your documents to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then, beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If you are new here, guys, please do not forget to subscribe. Always remember, I'm still the anointed village boy, and my main aim here is to make sure that at least 3 people or 4 people move abroad. We already have a lot of people who have migrated. I have people in Canada, there are some in Lithuania, some have gone to Austria. Okay, for those who have moved without informing me, we are still praying for them. That is no problem. The aim here is to keep bringing this information to help us all. Now, for those who are interested in Belgium, but hey, before I come, please, have you liked this video? Like the video, and do not forget the subscribe button is found somewhere here. Please subscribe and turn on the bell, okay, so that when I post the next video, you would be the first to see the notification and watch. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you how you can immigrate to Belgium, how you can move to Belgium from Kenya, Cameroon, Nigeria. And if you have been doubting some of the informations you don't know, then take a seat, sit down and relax. This video is going to be a long video. I want to put the information here because admissions is currently open in Belgium. So this is the time to listen, know what you want to do, then you kickstart the application process. Listen to me, you can do it yourself. This is why I'm here to explain to you. Now, as an international student who wants to study in Belgium, you have to understand that Belgium is a very complex country. Not like complex in the sense, it is complex because of its languages. And I want to draw your attention to the fact that in Belgium, they speak 3 languages. They speak French, they speak English, not 3 but 4. Anyways, but 3 I think should be the official languages or something, but you can cope with English, okay? So don't be afraid. With English, you can cope in Belgium. They speak French, they speak German, and they speak the Flemish, which is called Dutch. And in Belgium, you are also going to study for a very small amount of tuition fee. So if you have been doubting, okay, now I've gotten admissions in this university, how do I sponsor myself? Belgium is not expensive. Before you apply to any school in Belgium, make sure that you know the tuition fee, and that's why I am here to break it down to you. There are universities in Belgium, but again, remember, there are universities in Belgium and there are those they call the Hog schools, HOGHOGSCHOOSL, not L before S. That's the Hog schools. Anyways, so pardon me for my language problem. So with this, if you already know this, then before looking for the schools, you should know where to go to and what to be looking at. Remember, like I told you, in Belgium they speak French, German, and the Dutch language, which is a Flemish. If you want to study in Belgium, also understand that you are going to be paying your tuition in installments. Yes, you can pay your tuition fee in installments, and with just 1,000 euros to 1,500 to 2,000 euros, you can study in Belgium. Oh yes, this is facts, I'm telling you. When you finish studies in Belgium, you are equally going to get a 1 year to remain in Belgium and look for a job, or you are going to get 2 years to look for a job in Belgium. If you didn't know that you can remain in Belgium and look for a job, and definitely you would find one, because of course jobs are not lacking, guys. Jobs are not lacking. That's why a lot of people, when they come to me, Milton, what about work visa? You cannot get a work visa from your home country without getting employment abroad, and it is usually very difficult because the employer sometimes do not want to spend their money to bring in somebody, a foreigner they do not know, to work with them. It's always good for them to see you face to face. That is why I always encourage people to look for their ways, go into these countries. While they study, they look for their jobs and they work. As easy as ABC. If you depend on jobs from your home country, you may never travel. This is facts. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to give you facts, real facts, guys. So please put all of this into consideration, and also remember that if you want to study in Belgium, Belgium has introduced blocked account. Before it was for Germany, Norway and other countries, but now Belgium has introduced that, which means that if you gain admissions to a particular university, they are going to give you a particular account to drop the amount of your tuition fee inside and also the money for your living costs for 1 year before you can apply for your visa. So you have to put all this into consideration. These are some of the things you need to know. Now let's take a look at some of the schools in Belgium, some universities in Belgium. Like I said, they have universities like the University of Liège. They also have universities like the University of Namur. They have Ghent University. As a matter of fact, about this Ghent University, please do not apply with a second class lower. Ghent does not accept second class lower scores. That is to say, if you don't have a first class, if you don't have a first class upper, is it second class upper or what? Anyways, do not apply with a second class lower. Anything from there above, you can try it because you may go in. It is very competitive, and most of the time Ghent University accept just around maybe 20 in a class, 30 maximum. Masters and PhD, they usually take like around maximum 15 or 20. So please put this into consideration. Other school we have is UC Leuven Limburg. Okay, then you also have Hasselt University and of course Vigil University, and there are so many other universities in Belgium. I didn't want to start naming them, but for the few, I will drop some links down there for you to verify. Remember, this is the general process you can use to immigrate to Belgium. Like I said, there are various schools in Belgium, universities and Hock schools for BSc programs. If you are looking at the Hock schools, their tuition fee for those in the East Flanders, their tuition fee is like 1,200 to 1,200. For those in the West Flanders, their tuition is a little higher, around 5,000 to 7,000 euros. And again, remember, most schools in Belgium do not offer programs in English, but you can always find programs. So make sure you write your IELTS now as I'm talking to you. Okay, those in the West Flanders, they have a lot of English courses. That's why you see it's very expensive. But I didn't say that those in the East Flanders do not have courses. I said they have English courses, but they are limited. And for you to go in, make sure you have IELTS results and make sure your results are high up there. I hope you got me right. Now, let's take a look at a PhD. PhD is also very affordable, and if you are studying a PhD program in Belgium, you can always move with your family. Now, for those studying bachelors and masters, you can't migrate to Belgium as a student with your family, but they can always visit you. Okay, I already talked about tuition payment, and now let's take a look at some of the documents that you need. Remember, schools in Belgium, as soon as you identify a school, you have to make sure you check the acceptance requirements. Various schools in Belgium has what they take into consideration before they can accept you. I have somebody who had a second class lower last time, got admissions, and later on the admission was taken away from her. So you have to be careful and know what you are searching for. Again, if you are looking at documents to apply to Belgium, you should understand that with just your normal high school certificates, you are good to go. Nigerians, you need your YX certificate. Cameroonians, you need your O levels and A levels. Those that studied in the French countries, you need what is called, I think, is it probatoire and baccalaureate examination. Remember, all these documents I'm listing to you, you have to legalize them and authenticate them. One, if you are from Nigeria, take your documents to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then I think from there you go with them to the Belgian Embassy. For Nigerians, I do not know if it's direct Belgian Embassy, but for Cameroonians, those who graduated from UB, University of Boya, listen to me guys, take your documents to the University of Boya, get certified, then you carry them to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Yaoundé or Douala. Then if you are applying for bachelors and you need your O levels and A levels, do not take the originals to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. First of all, go to the GCE board, take confirmation of results, then you add to the other documents, you now carry them to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If you don't do this thing the same way I mentioned here as a Cameroonian, you would be sent back to the GCE board when you go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I did this myself in 2019. Nobody did it for me, so I'm explaining what I did. Okay, for those in Douala, Cameroon, go to Hotel Affairs and ask for TLS contact. You do not have to go to the Belgian embassy directly from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but rather after the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you carry your documents to TLS contact. You have to book an appointment and go there to meet them. You pay some money, then they will carry the certificate or your documents to the Belgian embassy. That is the middleman between you and the Belgian embassy. I think the process is pretty simple everywhere, but I'm not very sure. So please put all this into consideration. Now, the other documents you need are your birth certificate. They must be legalized as well. Okay, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is going to do that. Then you also need your primary school certificate. Primary school is those, that is O levels I'm talking about. Then high school is A levels. That is for Cameroonians. Then for Nigerians, you just need your WAEC, because I think WAEC is for your high school. Okay, then affidavit of the documents. If you have any document with name change or anything, go to the court and get an affidavit to say that these documents belongs to this person. Then you also legalize the affidavit. Very important. If you have marriage certificate, legalize the marriage certificate. This is what you need for the documentations. Before, I will advise you to do this before you start an application process, guys. It is not going to be easy, but do this before you start the process, because after you've started the school process, for some people, if you apply to most schools in Belgium without doing this process, they will not accept your application. This is facts I'm telling you. So please make sure you do the right thing now while Milton is still here explaining to you. If you need a one-on-one consultation with me, please book from the comment section, the video description box, then or you write me on Facebook and then you book from there. We will talk on a call. Every other thing I'm going to explain. Now let's take a look at some of the other important